Good morning and welcome, Gemini, to this, your 2021 reading. It's going to be a general reading, and I have a lot of different decks here because it's going to be a little bit of a longer reading. And this particular reading is dedicated to a couple of Geminis in my life, whom I love a lot. But because you can't see all the decks that I'm using here. I have 9 decks, and so two of them are brand new, and a couple other decks are new-ish still that I haven't used yet. So we're going to start with the Oracle decks. I pre-shuffled everything, and as I was meditating on 2021 for Gemini, a couple things popped up. And so I just wanted to talk about that quickly. Lots of thinking going on for Gemini. You are leaving behind overthinking and using your knowledge, your expertise, your thoughts, really, to move forward in 2021. So rather than your thoughts weighing you down and being a burden, you are now ready to move forward and actually put those thoughts into action. And rather, it's not necessarily just action, it's kind of reining in your thoughts and using your thought as ally to move yourself forward in 2021. So that's kind of what popped up in the pre-shuffle, and the cards that wanted to just sort of speak as I was meditating on what is going to be new for Gemini, or what is in Gemini's 2021. So some cards came out for the Oracle cards and they wanted to stay. So I'm going to speak to those first, and then we'll get into the tarot cards. But we're using Sacred Destiny deck, just FYI. And when I did the shuffle on the Sacred Destiny, your first card to pop out was Healing Chaos. And I'm not sure if you can see that, but you have butterflies flying independently, and what seems to be around a tornado, with very dark skies kind of brooding. But it looks like there's a sunset happening here, honestly. And like I said, those butterflies are flying independent of the tornado. So what seems to be happening, and this kind of set the stage for this reading, is in 2021 it's about healing, and specifically about healing chaos. And those butterflies speak to transformation, and the butterfly spirit did come out. I don't know if you can see him back here from the Spirit Animal Oracle. So there is a lot of transformation happening in 2021, and this Healing Chaos card is, very thematic for the year for Gemini. We also have a brand new deck. Beautiful. It's called Spirit Junkie. And I wanted to pull a card from the Spirit Junkie to get kind of a voice out there about what this year is going to be about. It says, I am ready to go big, rise up, and step into my power. So again, this speaking a little bit more, or it's confirmation rather, too, from the cards that were popping out when I was doing the pre-shuffle, that you have been in some deep thought, you've made some changes, or initiated, rather, pivoted during 2021, some some of those decisions you really just felt you had to make, unavoidable given, the pandemic and other kinds of things that we've had to do this in 2020. So this 2021 is more about rising up, and certainly stepping into your power once again. And like I said, using your thoughts, um, you know, instead of your thoughts, using you. So that's kind of where this is going. And I think, spiritually, it's a great voice to have. It's a great mantra. It's a great, I don't know, kind of like theme for the year. So we also have the Spirit Animal Oracle here. This deck, 3 cards popped out. The first card to pop out, though, and kind of the theme for the year, is the White Raven Spirit, Trust in the Magic. So this is really about wisdom, knowledge, trusting in that wisdom that has been conferred upon you through all of your experiences thus far. So this is the universe's gift to you. This, knowledge that you have gathered over the years throughout your life, and are now able to, put those thoughts into, you're able to transmute is not quite the right word, neither is transform, but you're able to take those experiences and, make it, turn it into wisdom going forward. So, but recognizing too that White Raven Spirit is the raven that flies, is still grounded. See, he's got his feet on the branch in earth, but he has the white feathers that indicate that he has been blessed and is connected to spirit above, if you want to think of it that way. Heaven above. I'm not making fun, but that is definitely one way to think about it. Another way is to just, know that the feathers are touched by, that connection to the universe. So understanding how all of these things are connected is important for you for this year. All right. The other 2 cards to pop out, honestly, I thought it was one card, the Butterfly Spirit, and this is Transformation is Beautiful. And then when I went to pick it up, the Sandpiper Spirit, whom I love, he's like the little jester in there, he popped out from behind and said, be playful. So, this year is really about transformation. Yes, that is true. However, it's not transformation in a painful way that can sometimes be the case. It's more about you following your curiosity, being playful, having fun, enjoying it, and, taking back your power in that way. And the key word there isn't power, it's your power, right? It's your expression of it's the universe expressing itself through you, but it's your expression, your twist on the universe, and you are being invited to be playful, to enjoy it, to really find yourself enjoying and through appreciation and gratitude, all those gifts that the universe has conferred upon you. And then expressing them in a way that is unique to you. And in that way, the universe work is done, if that makes any sense, right? But that's what I'm getting, is this playfulness is key, and it it is having, you know, has your back in a sense, and certainly, you know, is what there is to do in 2021 is, you know, you're ready to go big and rise up. So, you recognize that the universe has your back and that you're going to move forward and you're going to be in a state of enjoyment, and that enjoyment is actually an expression of the work of that connection that you have to the universe. So, all right, another brand spanking new deck I've never worked with before, but beautiful, is the Akashic record. So this is a unique a unique deck. It's a little bit different than tarot, and so I'm still learning more about it. But so when I was doing the shuffle, it was very quiet. There was no clue. Nothing popped out about any prediction for 2021. And so I asked the deck what that was about, and my answer was just that the deck wanted to wait a minute, if that makes any kind of sense, for the reading to start. And then at the end, the Akashic record would then give a little glimpse into the future about just a little kind of like a note to take at the end. So we will honor that, and we will pull a card from the Akashic record towards the end. So just also to let you know, we're also using the Good Tarot, and this is going to be for the first quarter of the year. We'll pull some cards there. We're using the Light Seer's Tarot, and these decks are speaking kind of also to their oracle. So we've got Sacred Destiny with the Good Tarot kind of speaking to one another. We've got the Light Seer's Tarot speaking to the Spirit Junkie voice. We also have the Spacious Tarot, another newish deck, which I love, speaking with the animal oracle. And we have the Spirit Animal Tarot speaking with the Akashic. And Spirit Animal is one that I have had for a while, and a couple of things did pop out here. One thing that popped out during the beginning was the Fool card. So you're definitely taking a leap of faith. There's a new beginning happening here. And then also the Five of Wands. Honey Badger. Honey Badger just don't care. Honey Badger doesn't give a F. So, yeah, very strong voice coming from this deck. But we'll wait until we hear from the Akashic record. And then I do have the Good Witch Tarot here as clarifier in case we need to clarify anything. All right. Well, that only took 15 minutes. But let's get into your first quarter. So again, I've pre-shuffled the cards here. So we are going to pull for January. I mean, it's by month, but really it's more of a message, an overall message for the first part of the year. And then sometimes the cards like to speak also about the rest of the year. So I'm going to pull the cards, and so Gemini 2021. Yeah, okay. 8 of Water. And 2 more cards for the beginning of the year. We've got the Empress. Woo! Bouncing around here. 1 more card. So you have the Ace of Earth, the 8 of Water, and the Empress. The 8 of Water, also the 8 of Cups. So, Ace of Earth is definitely a new beginning in terms of financial success. Also, in terms of gifts from the universe. Ooh, and you have the 6th, which is actually Major Arcana. It's the Lovers card there. So let's put this behind. Okay. Try to make it so you can see all your cards. I will at some point get a better audio and video setup going. But for now, we're doing reading 2021 for Gemini. 2021, second quarter for Gemini. Okay, this one wants to pop out. Got the 5 of Cups. Okay, 2021 for Gemini. That's May. Let's look at June for Gemini. Go big, rise up. So 5 of Cups. Okay. 9 of Swords. Okay. And sorry about all the shuffling. Sorry, not sorry. The Hermit. And we have Queen of Cups. All right. Okay, so third quarter. Third quarter for 2021. I have 2 cards, and they are saying this is about that new beginning in finances. That's 3 of Wands and then the 7 of Wands. Okay. Alright, so you're going to have to kind of hold your own, be a little bit defensive. Okay. And then this is the Chariot, moving forward, moving right along. Alright. One more card. Oh, there we go. And we have the Empress again. Wow. Powerful. Good. Good, good, good. Alright, and then the last quarter. Let's see what the animal totem has to say about the last quarter, Gemini 2021. Okay. Okay, so this is the guy that popped out. Remember I was saying honey badger, just don't care? So this is the energy that you are going to be using. You also have the 8 of Wands, moving forward. Wonderful. I love these cards. They're just beautiful. Animal totem tarot. Alright, so honey badger, just don't care. You are holding your ground. And that's again the 7 of Wands. So it came out once before. Looks like. Yep. I have a good mix here. We have the Empress twice. Okay, Knight of Swords. Good, good. Definitely charging forward, but with the caveat that there might be collateral damage. So, 2 more cards popped out here. You have the 2 of Wands and the 3 of Wands, which you've had up here as well. Okay, so let's get started. Whoop, whoop. So to start with, you have the Ace of Earth. This would be the month of January. So you're looking in terms of your finances at a new beginning. Just want to also point out you have the butterflies, still. I don't know if you could see that well or not. Sorry about that. They're actually leaves, but the way that they appeared just made me think of the tornado, that healing of the chaos. So so Ace of Earth, a new beginning in your terms of your finances, and just you looking at those and from a new perspective, perhaps. Also the universe speaking to you about in terms of a new beginning, a gift coming in from the universe to you about your financial situation. So be looking for that, and it might be subtle, but it will be very grounding. So that might be key for you to be on the lookout for in January. You have the Eight of Cups. So here, you are thinking in terms of, I'm just going to be reading this card this would be a February card. And in terms of healing the chaos, it seems to me like your focus really at the beginning of the year is on your financial well-being. And February might be about you deciding or looking at ways to invest. I'm heavily picking up investment here. Like, what is the best investment for you? And I mean, you're looking at this now from the point of view from the cups, right? This is Eight of Water is Eight of Cups. So the focus is more on investing in relationships probably than money, although this could be part of it. So just know that there's a tension there between you wanting to continue. I feel like you feel like there are investments and opportunities. However, those may be more in relationships, maybe a partnership. So that they're more dependent upon the that side of things versus the material wealth, material world. That's February. Going to March, you have the Empress card. So you are incredibly creative, and you are in that mode of making things from nothing, is what I'm picking up here. And you're also, working on ideas. And I am picking up a more grounded. So materially, you are in manifestation mode, right? The Empress does this by creating out of nothing. The Magician alchemizes elements in order to, and resources in order to create. But you are in a different mode. That you're in using those ideas that we've spoken of earlier to create. So you are pulling from kind of that divine realm, that part of yourself that is, having a conversation with the universe is the best way to put it, and taking some ideas from that wealth of experience and knowledge that you have gained over your lifetime, and using those to spark and create new things, both in the material world, but from ideas. Okay, that's kind of what I'm picking up on this card. So in April, we have the Lovers. So another thing that I did pick up on when I did pre-shuffle cards that wanted to pop out and speak was the Four of Swords. So again, a lot of thinking happening, but the Four of Swords is about you resting, resting in a place where you have time to breathe and consider the things that you are thinking about. In fact, this might be you taking a break completely from the things that you're thinking about. So April might be about you reconnecting with your partner, finding the comfort and the kind of definitely the strength. This card, I love the Good Tarot deck because it brings out different things. This is not just you, your partner mirroring one another. This is you finding strength in that partnership, right? So, you can take comfort. You feel that stability. You can step back. I'm picking up gate here. So it could be you preparing to move through um, onto the next opportunity through a gate, is what I'm getting there. But you just taking a moment before you do that, right? To feel that strength and unity with your partner, to know fully that they have your back. So in May, moving on to Light Seer's Tarot and the Spirit Junkie conversation that the Tarot and the Oracle are having, you have for May the Five of Cups. It's interesting to me that this is May and it's a 5. That can't just be a coincidence. So I'm feeling like you may, when you step back, you may look at kind of where you are at in terms of your relationships, right? You have 3 cups here that are no longer producing, and you are toying with the idea of emptying a 4th cup, and letting it go down the the drain, so to speak, because there might be things that are not working for you in that relationship. But you do have this very strong and protected relationship here in the background. So it's not like you don't have the things that you need. You are just, making good decisions hard. This is not an easy card, the 5 of Cups. This is all about change. And this is a tough one, right? This is, it ends in goodness. You have the rays of light shining, to me, what looks like up from the waters that you are releasing. So this release and this decision that you're making, it could still be a good one for you. It just is going to feel difficult at the time and like something you don't really want to do. But again, you feel like is necessary. That's May. In June, you have the 9 of Swords. Now this is your thoughts creeping back in and getting the better of you. But what's interesting to me, this is having a conversation for me. You see this, these are actually crows, but I would say that you have your white raven here to help point you in the right direction. And he's showing up here in this card. So you have your thoughts trying to get the better of you. However, in your care, in your worry, in your state of being distraught, you do have lightness here. And the white raven is saying, that these thoughts are transparent. You see the white raven showing up, a very ghostly form here, but with the light of the universe, really, making it clear that these thoughts that feel so heavy and dark and real to you can actually be lightened up. And by letting the universe in again and letting the universe help you to see forward and through those heavy thoughts. Okay. So that's June. Did I have that right? Yeah. April, May, June. For July. July, you have the Hermit. And the Hermit is here to remind you that your light is the only light that you need to see your path. Okay? So the Hermit here is floating above the path, fully self-aware, connected, looking to the stars, and growing that expression of, the universe within, and has put down the lantern here. So in traditional tarot, the light in the lantern of the hermit is actually the hope star, which is another major arcana card. But you are, have put that down, and you are becoming your hope by shining that light from within to illuminate your path forward. And what I'm picking up from this is that your path forward may have nothing to do with these traditional pathways. So just be aware of that. This Hermit card, it's going to come for you in July, so in the middle of a season. And but take that time. That's the other thing that this Hermit card speaks to, is to take that time to make those connections, right? We have the White Raven spirit popping up again in my thoughts, and to feel that expression once again of your connection with something greater, and to let it shine through. And one of those expressions, this is in August now, we have the Queen of Cups. So Queen of Cups is very much about that energy of love and working with that energy to fulfill, like, I was going to say contracts, but I mean, it could be about work. That's where my mind goes when contracts popped into my head. But it's also about, in general, your engagement with the world beyond the material. So it's your engagement with the spiritual realm. It's also, is what I'm picking up with this particular card, the Queen of Cups. And it's also your engagement through our interactions with one another, our relationships here, which also, in my mind, is a spiritual act, right? And love in this situation is key. That is the main energy that the Queen of Cups is using. And using is not the right word. Creating, engaging with, and just holding a space for. So that's kind of where the Queen of Cups comes in. And that, again, is August. Okay, so moving over to our spirit animal oracle with our Spacious tarot conversation. We have the Three of Wands, and this is September. So Three of Wands is about, once again, looking forward into the future, lighting a path, keeping your eyes on that forward movement. And these are wands in the sense that these three wands have a lot, all wands have power, that's no doubt, but these three wands, and especially this Spacious deck, are leading you down a path and helping to draw you into the future. Okay, so I think in September you might find that you're refocusing on what it is that you want in the future, and I would say near future. It's Three of Wands, so September, October, November, December, you're looking kind of forward at the next 3 months of 2021. Okay. So, September, October, we have the Seven of Wands. Now, in October, you're going to find that you have to stand your ground. This is once again, you know, the honey badger popping out to say, and this is actually a skunk, so I don't want to get my animals mixed up. But in the pre-shuffle, the honey badger just don't care. That little video, I'm sure you guys saw that on YouTube. It's been a while, but yeah. So what you're having to kind of stand up for yourself, stand up for your ideas, perhaps. I don't think this is not the universe testing you. This is more your community, kind of surrounding you and poking at you. And so, yeah, you find yourself a little bit on a hill, but you have the higher ground, right? Again, I'm picking up, since this is a conversation between Spacious Tarot and the animal totem, I'm picking up that White Raven is pointing out that the color of your wand in this situation is white. So you are being guided once again. The universe has your back. You have the higher ground here. And really, you don't need to do anything but shine that light from within. Just be yourself, but insist on being yourself. And then, those people in your community they might feel like they're testing you. They aren't really. They're just your audience. And, they're watching you. They try to poke at you, but honestly, your light shines through who you are as an expression of the universe, as an expression of love, with the Queen of Cups that we talked about earlier. So really, they're not going to be able to touch you. So there is that. All right. So that's October. November, you have the Chariot. Once again, looking ahead, and you can see and hear the sounds of a waterfall coming up ahead. So you know that there's going to be a lot of change in your future. In 2021, there's a lot of change, but 2021 has been about you really grounding yourself, working on your ideas, having, you being in control of your ideas, not the other way around. And, it's a struggle because, as we said, Nine of Swords here, you revisit that. It's kind of like a recurring theme. But here you see the light at the end of this canyon, although you could say tunnel. But in that light is a great, deal of energy. And it could, depending on how you approach it, you could be leaping off, taking a leap of faith here, and be very successful as the fool in your story, where the universe has, amazingly able to transform you. And I think that's where you're heading. So, because you are in control of this, you chose this path. That light resonates at the end there, resonates with the light within you. So you're moving closer and closer to it. So that was November. And then finally in December, we have the Empress once again. And honestly, this is you, and I don't know if you can see right here, those berries there, and you're in a field full of flowers, and it's a beautiful day. This is you looking and over, the abundance in your life, kind of taking stock. And being ready, in a very spiritually powerful place. Okay, you're above the line of sight. You're able to see um, in every direction. And in terms of the material world, there's a lot of abundance and beauty in your life, and the sky is the limit for you. You know, that's really what I'm picking up with this particular card. All right. So, a peek at the future, right? This is a peek at the future. This is your 2021 reading for sure. However, with the Akashic record, we want kind of, now that we have done the main reading, to understand better the cards here and how they relate to this 2021 reading, and then also to your future in general. So we're going to pull a card in the Akashic record, and because I'm not familiar with this particular deck, I am going to read to you the description for the card, and then we'll get a better understanding of how it's connected to this reading for 2021. All right, so Gemini 2021, do you have a card? Do you want me to pull? Okay, maybe. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to pull. So we're going to do 7. 1. Nope. 5 of keys. Okay, this is, I'm not going to take every card though. We're doing 1. And I'm going to put these back in the heap. But what I wanted to do was just point out, so this is the 5 of keys card, and it, I don't know if you saw that, but it literally landed and pushed the 5 of cups card out of the way, and that was your May 2021 card. So to me, this might have a special meaning, so please either be thinking about when we read the description for this card, the 5 of keys, wishes fulfilled, just kind of it might be meaningful to you either in the month of May, where this is a pivot, or it sets the tone for it could be a point in a moment in your life that shows you a path to your wishes fulfilled, or something happens at that moment. The other thing it could be about is relationships. Remember, 5 of cups, I was talking about how you might feel like you have to make a decision about something, and it doesn't feel good to make that decision, to let a relationship go, or a partnership, or something along those lines, or you you see something deteriorate. That's another way to look at the 5 of cups. But anyway, something about the 5 of cups wanted to come out. So 5 of keys, going to read this to you. Boop, 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 boop. Okay, sorry about that. I have to find it. And maybe it's not going to be as easy as I thought. Scrolls, roses, forces, keys. Here we go. Okay. All right, here we go. The scene is a bright and full storeroom, a larder for a sizable and successful estate. Okay, I'm just going to interrupt myself here. I'm feeling very much like this is a store. It's an opportunity, perhaps. I'm feeling like you could run a store, or you could buy a store. Those things are popping into my head, so I just wanted to throw that out there. Inside are keys and coins, wines and spices. Also within the room are a number of baskets filled with a bounty of fruits, vegetables, breads, flowers, sugars, and grains. Even the many windows look out at the expanse of your world. This card is a sign that the time has come for your wishes to be fulfilled and your dreams to be realized. Difficulties may have challenged you for a time, but even in these, victory is assured. There is an abundance of sweet in every way. Okay, hold on. Sorry, that was not the page. Trying to turn. Okay. There is an abundance of sweet nourishments and acquired lands coming. The keys to the castle are yours. Celebrate. Okay. Akashic Force. Close your eyes and feel someone hand you a set of golden keys. One of them opens the most important door before you. Open the door and see what lies ahead. Okay. So, I just wanted to point out that in April, remember when I was talking about the Lover's card and, taking a moment to feel the strength before you step through a door or a gate? Yeah, I just wanted to say that that did not feel like a coincidence either. So this is the Akashic records card. It's tarot. But I feel like 2021 is about you doing the work, about what's next, and that your wishes, your dreams are, are there for the taking. And it feels like the month of May is going to be significant regarding this, these wishes. And when we're listening to them, it sounded like the material world, your wishes and dreams in the material realm. But I would say those keys, the golden key, and the doorway are about something else. Okay, and so what happens next in the in 2021, is the Nine of Swords, the Hermit, the Queen of Cups, the Three of Wands. So it's like something happened, like you prepare yourself at the beginning of the year. In May, something happened. This is very, very specific, so it's not going to resonate with anybody, but it's, it's just a way to think maybe about 2021. Something happens in May, and then the challenges resume, right? Once you make a decision, you stand in that decision. You go to move forward with those dreams, and that's when you have, new challenges, which is absolutely fine. You respond with love in your relationships and your partnerships. This could be with your community, as you work through those challenges. So this last line here, the Animal Totem Tarot, I wanted to go through these cards. Now that we understand wishes fulfilled, the Five of Keys, that glimpse into your future, I I think that these cards have more to do with specifically with whatever it is that happens that allows your wishes to be fulfilled. And so here right away, it's not going to be easy. We have the Seven of Wands again. That was a big theme from when I was meditating and doing the pre-shuffle for your 2021. It's not so much, it's like this card, to the community, to the audience, it's like they found a skunk eating some vegetables in the vegetable garden. But you have the higher ground here. They are, you know, your community is going to be a little um, aggressive when it comes to receiving you and whatever it is that the universe is gifting you, those wishes and dreams, getting those fulfilled. um, I feel like it has a lot to do with something that you are busy working on, and you know you're they're going to put you on the defensive a little bit. So um, I would say um, the next card is a very good card on how to um, respond, and that is with the Eight of Wands. Okay, so you're going to be a little defensive, but don't spray. Don't spray it when you can say it. Okay, it's a little bit opposite of the cliche. So your immediate reaction is going to be to want to go on the offensive. But the Eight of Wands is a card that is all about communication, communication, communication. So instead of, spraying your audience, take all of those questions that they have for you, those pokey questions, and respond to each of them. And, wands are very, very powerful. We've already talked about that. They have a magic within them, but it depends on the one wielding the wand, right? Because those wands communicate with their bearer or their wielder in a different way, because you are a different person. So use your wands wisely and, send your communication back out and let, your audience understand that you are benevolent and communicative and ready for what's next. Now, the Knight of Swords is a great card, but the Knight has not yet graduated, right? The Knight is the one that is the warrior and can kind of make moves. You've got the chess piece here, castle. Can make very strong and powerful moves. However, it's a warning about collateral damage. So once again, your thoughts, don't let them betray you. You've got all wands here. You've got Seven of Wands, Eight of Wands, and we haven't reached them yet, but Two and Three of Wands. So with the Knight of Swords in between. So your thoughts, once you put your thoughts into speech, I feel is where this card is warning you that make sure that you do it in a way that is more white raven than black raven, right? You don't want that collateral damage. You want your people to understand you in the best way possible. So you also have the Two of Wands, and the Two of Wands is very gently making decisions. So you have choices between options and thoughts, communications, and how you are going to respond. So just take a moment to make the best decision, make the most peaceful decision, and that will lead to abundance. And here you have your Three of Wands showing that you have made a decision, and that your your prospect, you're able to see from a higher ground. You have a clear view of your horizon, your prospects, your ships are coming in. So it's kind of where this card is leading. me in terms of this conversation with the Akashic record. So, honestly, I don't have anything that I wanted to, that I feel needs clarification. Everything came across really, really clearly here in this reading. I hope this resonated with you. It is a beautiful reading for 2021. I am so excited for you. Having your wishes fulfilled is amazing to me. And there's, the universe recognizes that there's a lot of transformation here. It's not going to be easy. Once you set your mind on a goal, there are going to be obstacles. But you are mindful already of how your thoughts can get the best of you. And so, and then also, you already have, so you've had a little bit of experience with that already. And then you also have had experience with having to defend your stance or your point of view in order to continue insisting on being that beautiful expression of the universe, which is what you are meant to do here, right? So, yeah, be ready, go big, rise up, step into your power. That's your mantra for 2021. And the universe is right here with you, has your back, understands, recognizes, it's going to be tough and challenging at points, but the universe has gifts here to confer upon you and wants your dreams and wishes to be fulfilled. So, beautiful. Okay. All right, Gemini. Thank you so much for joining me with this fantastic reading. I loved being able to use all of these cards like this and how they spoke with one another. So I'm hoping to do similar readings for all of the zodiac signs. But up next, I will be doing one quick Gemini reading for health. And that's just to check in during this time of year. Especially, it's important to kind of keep our fingers on the pulse there. And so I'm going to do a quick 15-minute update there, and then we'll be on to what's next. All right. Thank you, Gemini. I hope you join me for that health check-in as well. Otherwise, I will see you in the new year. Happy holidays, and fingers crossed, but I'm pretty confident after this reading that next year is going to be a great year. So, thank you.